This is why you keep repeating the same shit, expecting different results. This is why you keep getting into toxic relationships or repeating dysfunctional behaviors, but just can't seem to stop. Hi, and welcome to The Side Door, where we learn how to deconstruct toxic belief systems as we collectively awaken. My name is Nikki Swartz, and I'm a master in NLP, hypnosis, and energy medicine. I specialize in helping people remove the belief systems that keep them stuck in trauma loops and toxic relationships. In order to understand how to do that, we must first understand how beliefs are formed. Humans are generally believed to be born with just two innate fears, the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises, which are crucial survival instincts. Other common fears like spiders, snakes, darkness, or public speaking are largely learned through experience, cultural influence, or observation. From when a baby begins to form in the womb until about the age of 7, the brain is in a high absorption state. There's very little filtering happening here. The nervous system is watching, listening, and deciding what the world is like and what it needs to do to survive in it. This is where the majority of our core beliefs form. Not because a child is logical, but because a child is adaptive. If love feels conditional, the child's nervous system learns, I have to perform to be safe. If anger is everywhere, the child's nervous system learns to stay quiet and small to be safe. If there is inconsistencies in mood, the system learns to stay alert, hypervigilant in order to determine if it's safe or not. If certain groups are mocked, feared, or blamed, the child's nervous system absorbs that too, without any analysis. Then, something important happens as we grow. Around the age of 8, a kind of mental gatekeeper develops, often called the critical factor. It doesn't stop new beliefs from forming, but it does decide what gets questioned and what doesn't. Before that gatekeeper, information just goes right in. After it forms, new ideas have to get past what's already there. And here's the key part. The subconscious mind isn't concerned with truth. It's concerned with what is familiar and what is safe. So if a toxic belief was learned early, emotionally, repeatedly, and from authority, it gets labeled as a known. And even if that belief is harmful, even if it's false, even if it no longer makes sense, this is why you keep repeating the same shit, expecting different results. This is why you keep getting into toxic relationships or repeating dysfunctional behaviors, but just can't seem to stop. You can present facts all day long, but if those facts threaten your identity, your belonging, or safety, the gatekeeper slams shut. And this is where conditioning comes in. Racism, religious indoctrination, rigid gender roles, political extremism, these aren't usually conscious choices. They're inherited maps passed down through families, communities, schools, churches, media, installed early, reinforced often, and protected fiercely. Not because people are stupid, but because their nervous system learned this is how I stay safe and this is how I belong. Staying safe and belonging are life and death to the amygdala. Once it takes over, all logic and reason are thrown out the window. And until we understand how beliefs are formed, we will keep arguing content instead of addressing the true cause of our collective conditioning. Once you finally see that, you can't unsee it.